What's up, y'all? I just seen the news that Vinland Saga is gonna have a season two. So before I spoil anything or tell anyone about anything that they don't need to know yet, because I won't spoil it. If you haven't seen Vinland Saga, go watch Vinland Saga. I assure you, it was I used to always see it all the time and never got to see it. But since I had the Prime and went to watch Invincibles, and I also seen that Vinland Saga was on there, I was like, oh, now it's time for me to finally check this Heat out. And it was for sure Heat. So if you haven't seen it, sadly, go get Amazon Prime. Or you probably don't even have to do that. I mean, come on, we anime fans. You know what we have to do back in the day for all my OGs. You already know we on the illegal websites. Back in the day, it was the Kiss animes. I used to be on one that was called like Anime Fuel. It was they had like Anime Freak. I had all the old illegal sites, so you might have to hop back on there just for the Vinland Saga. I mean, just don't get caught, but just go back on there for the Vinland Saga. Go watch it because in season two is going to be even more fire from what's everyone telling me in the show. I mean, the beginning was thorfin. He was just a little kid. Then we finally get just like towards the end, we finally seen him being on par with everyone who was top tier, like thorkell and Askeladd. I think that's how you say it, and all of them. Like Vinland Saga is fire, and I know anyone who's seen it can tell you like the fighting on there is pretty cool. Like I said, if it wasn't on Prime, it'd probably be on the same tier as Demon Slayer because they came out both. They came out at the same time, and I used to see people talk about it all the time, like when the new episodes would come out. But I knew I had no chance of watching it because I didn't have what it was on. I didn't even know what it was on back then. So go watch it. The fights are cool, and Thor. I want to see more thorkell. I don't know what's going to happen in it, especially because it's like Aslak died, and it was kind of ass that he died because he's definitely the most weirdest villain I've ever seen, and you guys should know what I mean. Like, because he was a villain, and you like at first he's a regular villain. You like, man, I don't like this guy. He's a villain. I really never liked that guy. But then at the end, you like, I love this guy. I can't believe he's dying because we all know the whole time he could have been killed Thorfinn. Like he knew Thorfinn. He even told him, he's like, yo, one day you gonna beat me. He's like, I'm way older. I'm getting old as this. I don't even know how old he was. If I had to take a guess, I would guess he was like 50. But he already knew. He's like, yo, I'm way older. You're going to kill me. Like he had ample amount of time to kill him, and they got to the point where he trusted. He trusted Thorfinn. He was like, because any time someone had to go on a solo mission or do something, he didn't tell. I don't know. I forgot the one guy's name. The one big guy who used to be doing the mushrooms and doing the drugs to get strong. He would never tell him to do it. He was always telling Thorfinn, like, Thorfinn, like, go handle that. Yeah, like, and it was like he was doing it because he would say he didn't care. He's like, I can use him because I don't care if he dies. I don't fuck with him anyway. But in reality, he was like, no, he's the only one I could trust to do this. Especially maybe in the beginning he was probably feeling that like, I don't care, go do it. But then at the end he was like, come on, hey, I need him. Like that's why he wanted help protecting the prince. He's like, yo, I need my boy. And then Thorfinn, like it was so weird because it's like you understand why he hates him. You're like, okay, I know why he hates him. At the same time, it was kind of like it felt like it was kind of like they was boys, but they wasn't boys. That's probably like the most weirdest relationship I ever seen. Like this guy really hated him, but he was like so mad when he thought he was about to die. He really risked his life to go fight an army plus thorkell, just so no one else would kill him. Like that, I seen that, I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. This nigga's crazy. Like he was like, there's a lot of fights, like, in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's always like, oh, if anyone's going to defeat Goku, it's going to be me. And everyone always ends up defeating Goku. Sometimes they even kill Goku. He doesn't stop it from happening. Thorfinn was like, nah, I don't care. If I gotta die, I'm gonna have to die. I don't care if it's 500 people and Thorkell. I don't care. I'm going in there because ain't no one gonna take my kill from me. And it was crazy because even at the end when Askeladd died, he was still about that. He was like, yo, did he just kill? And that's how Thorkell had to get up on it because he was about to do the prince dirty. Because he was not about to let someone else take his kill. And it was kind of sad because it was like he lived his whole life just to get revenge for his dad, just so he can never get it. And it was like he was just so stupid because it's like, bro, he honestly could have been killed and beat Askeladd if he just stopped being mad. How do you go 15 or however long age, I think he was 15 years of challenging him to a duel, and every time you about to like win or do anything, all he's just gonna do is just say something to get you mad, and you start playing dumb. Like, bro, are you retarded? Well, why do you keep going out of control just so you can keep losing to him? You understand it. They even told to say the reason why he beat him. Like, it was crazy, bro. That's probably like one of my favorite and most unique bonds, like out of all anime. Like Thorfinn and Askeladd, the most craziest bond. Like the show is great. Especially because it's actually like real. That's not real, but the environment's real, like the whole Viking stuff like that. And I think Vikings were really like that. No, am I wrong? Like Vikings, like the people who really love to fight and they live their lives on it. Like that's how like when the people was dying and thorkell was fighting, he was like, "Yo, you're not going to go to Valhalla." I think is that what it's called? Like I guess where all the great warriors go is like, "Yo, you're not going to go there if you're gonna go out like a bitch. So you better pick up that sword. I don't care how many of it is of us. You better fight me." And it's crazy because if that's really how they were, that's a real like man mentality right there. Like you got to live your life fighting. That's why I like thorkell so much too, because I feel like he likes fighting way more than like Goku or anyone else, because he like prides himself on it. It's like, yo, this is my life. Like, bro, I live by fighting. Like he went on a losing. I never met a nigga who went on a losing side just because it'd be harder to win. Mine's not just losing. Like, you ain't losing no money. You're not losing like bragging rights on this nigga's going. You can lose your life. You're like, nah, okay, well this side's way weaker, so that means I'm gonna have a way harder time fighting these guys for my life. Like that's guys nuts. Like like these characters like thorkell, thorfin, Aslad, super and thors, crazy ass characters, bro. They're all fire. So I don't season two. I think it might be a time skip, and Thorfin's going to even be older. For people who seen the manga, don't let me know. But if you've seen the manga, just comment. Let me know if the season two is going to be fire or not. Because I really want to see the manga, but it's like, bro, I gotta see it animated. I just can't see all the stuff in the manga because I'm not going to get hyped. Like when I be reading, I'm like, oh, but then when I'm watching, I'm like, oh. So therefore, I gotta watch it, bro. But tell me if you guys are hyped for Vinland Saga season two. I am. The shit's heat. Probably the best characters, and personally, because I know you guys like, oh my god, I love Demon Slayer. Oh my god, Rengoku the movie. No, personally, I like the Vinland Saga better. That shit was fire. At least season one, season two of Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga. It's crazy that they announced it at the same time Demon Slayer season two is also coming out. I hope they come out at the same time so I can compare them again. But season one, Vinland Saga beat Demon Slayer. I'm sorry, but tell me what you guys think about season two. Tell me if you think season one was better on Demon Slayer or Vinland Saga. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Anime Bones out.